Hello YouTube, JGreen302. This will be my fourth prepper video. I tried to do 2 last night, wanted to get 2 done tonight. And as with all my videos, I am basically filling gaps in things that I don't see on YouTube or I don't hear being discussed. The absence of thought or discussion on certain things. I don't have a basic title for what I'm about to cover because I don't know what to call it. Practical application of common sense? Actually, that might actually work. So let's talk about, in general, let's back things up to a 10,000 foot view. Shit hits the fan, WROL, hyperinflation, blah blah blah. Okay. What I see a lot of, folks that go overboard, all to the left, just like in politics, or all to the right. See a lot of, I love the 5-minute bug out bag examples that people like to go through, because I just wonder, where the hell are they going to go? Just makes me wonder. So 10,000 foot view. I don't take either side on that whole discussion. I take a different thought process on this. If you wish to walk down this path, it is smart to look at history. Look at Katrina. Look at Japan. Look at Argentina. Look at Iceland. Look at any of those third world countries that fell. Look at real disasters. Look at things that, look at London. There's a good one. Let's look at London. If you spend $10,000 being a prepper, and you've got your whole basement decked out, and you've got your 3 or 4 ARs and 400 other guns and all your ammunition, and man, you got your shit tight, and you're just like, I'm not bugging out, my ass is staying here, nobody's getting, hey, that's beautiful. But a 13-year-old kid with a Molotov cocktail can fuck your plans up. What are you thinking? There's no absolutes in this world. There is no crystal ball. Flexibility, common sense. I want to stress some of that. Now, some of the folks out there are in areas where this is not going to be an issue. I'm not speaking to the guys with the retreats and they're out living off the grid. I'm talking about the rest of us. If you live in a city, you've got issues that are a different dynamic than if you live in the suburbs. And then there's whole types of suburbs that change the dynamics completely. Demographics, all that. All of us have a unique set of problems that can occur in a WROL, or shit hits the fan, however you guys want to refer to it. Think about the 13-year-old kid with a Molotov cocktail. Think about that. You still need your bug out bag, because if your house is burning to the ground, you better be able to grab some shit and haul ass. Because there's no fire trucks coming. There's no stopping your house burning. And there goes everything that you planned for. You have to have contingency plans. It's not all of one and all of the other. Now, I'm not saying don't stock up, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to have the ability to boogie out. What if, And it's back to it. It's a thinking process. And I've got somebody in mind. I watched his video. I won't call anybody out, but man, they had shelves and shelves of stuff. This guy had barter stuff. He had silver and he had gold and he had all this stuff. I'm not bugging out. Nobody's getting me out of my house. London. They were burning businesses. They were burning properties. They were pissed off and they didn't care. There was no rule of law. There was nobody to stop them. Katrina. These people had no food. They had no water. They had no access to emergency services. And the idiots were stealing TVs and sneakers. There's no such thing as idiot-proof, because nature will bring you a bigger idiot. You cannot assume anything. So I guess my thought here is, as you prep, have plan A, plan B. Make sure that you can get out of Dodge and be as prepared to deal with that contingency and your house burning to the ground. Be prepared. The disaster you're preparing for may not be rule of law. It could be a tornado. It could be a type 6 hurricane. Could be an unexpected East Coast earthquake, and it just destroys your house. It catches fire, gas lines. I mean, it's unlivable. So there goes your storage. There goes your stuff. Do you, in your bag, do you have shelter? Do you have water filtration? Do you have a way to cook food? Do you have food? All those things that we talk about in the bug out bag. That's a lot about what the bug out bag is for. Contingency plans. So I wanted to kind of put that out there because there's too much absolutes in a lot of the thinking I see out there. There's no crystal ball. Keep your mind open. Have a couple of plans. Have a fallback. I'm not saying go out and bury food. I'm not saying do those types of things. But if you had to take your bug out bag and everything that you could grab and some clothes and jump in the car, and for 800 or 900 miles, for as best as you can tell, the world is completely messed up. There is no gas to resupply your vehicle. I mean, you can't make it that far. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Look at some maps. Look at the traffic patterns. Look at the congestions. Have a route that nobody else is going to be taking. Account for the fact that it's going to be a lot longer. It's going to be a lot slower. Mentally come up with 6 or 8 different disaster scenarios and walk through it in a logical sense. Think about what's going on and what is important. Then add winter. It gets cold in the winter. Are you prepared? Preparedness is not a one-shot deal. It is not a one-scenario deal. We don't know when it will happen, and it will show up usually very quick. Contingency plans, alternate things. If your gear is light, if you're redundant in your gear, if your bag is packed, it may be that you just need to get out of the area. When's the last time you checked to see if you were near a refinery that may be a military or terrorist target? Because I know we live right next to one. Are you near a big military base? Are you near a nuclear power plant? Some of the disasters that you're planning for, you might not be thinking about. All my food is for naught if I'm in a radioactive environment. I'm leaving. And if I'm leaving, I don't care where I'm going. Anywhere is, as long as it's not in a nuclear issue or a chemical issue, I want to be gone. Are you prepared for the alternative issues? Thought I'd just bring all this up. Think about it. Are you really prepared for the right disaster, or you're only prepared for one type? I'll leave that up to you. Thanks for listening. I hope it was thought-provoking. Thanks for watching.